It's a pretty big decision. We are headed to...
It's hard to say, isn't it?
Yeah, we're headed to an RV dealer. And we are going to be trading in
The 311.
the 311. We're sitting over there all quiet, so it's muddy and it's raining.
So how do you feel about this being your last time?
We can't tell you exactly what we're getting yet, but we are working on it. It's pretty much finalized. We should be up in Ohio in a couple of days. We're currently in Florida, so that's a nice trek.
So the goal is to leave here Thursday, stay over in Georgia for the night, get up super early Friday morning, right?
Yep.
Friday morning, and then beeline it to Ohio.
Yep.
To trade the 311 in on Saturday.
We have a lot of stuff to do between now and then.
I get a little bit of anxiety every time I go to think about it because of all the stuff that has to be done between now and then.
Yep.
On top of dealing with his anxieties of wanting to throw stuff away, I also have to figure out how to organize and pack and change everything over while working and while dealing with 2 kids and 3 dogs.
Yep.
So it's not easy.
I have to change the hitch out. I'll show you a little bit of that footage, actually, because we need something that can hold a little bit heavier weight.
That's
a little Easter egg there for you.
Our hitch has been holding up quite nicely over the last year and a half with this one, but we did need something a little bit stronger.
A little beefier.
Luckily, when we did the puck system for this truck, we went ahead and did the heavier duty arms for it. So we only have to replace the head, and it weighs like 100 pounds.
Yeah, so this week is all about preparing the 311 to
say goodbye.
Yep, to say goodbye. It's kind of bittersweet because we love this rig, but moving into it, like, there's a few things that we want to change. And
it's the perfect rig for people that want to just do week-long trips or even weekend trips. It is the perfect rig.
And don't get me wrong, living in it is fine. You can do it. We're doing it fine.
It is the perfect rig for so many people. But we do want a few other changes, and as we mentioned, laundry is one of them. So hopefully this new rig will help with that part of it. Also, having a workspace is going to be hopefully help out with the new one.
Yep.
So many changes to come.
So stick with us. We're going to take you through what this week looks like for us and the crazy time it is. The crazy adventure of trying to get this one ready for trade-in, getting there, getting everything settled, switched over.
And getting the new one.
Of course, actually seeing the new one, that'll be...
in person, because right now all the photos are blurry and you can't even zoom in to get any details.
Yeah, we're buying this sight unseen.
So it's typically sight unseen, and that makes me even more nervous. My anxiety levels are like here.
We're going to love it. I think we're going to love it. I'm optimistic. All right, let's get going. All right, so we are at the Catskill, and I've waited a couple of different times with the rig in tow, but never alone, so I didn't really know what the delta is, like how much does the truck weigh by itself versus how much weight is actually coming down from the pin weight of the camper. So now I'm going to go ahead and get the truck weighed by itself so that I can figure out what those numbers are. And I've got my Weigh My Truck app, so I'm just going to hit accept. It automatically comes up. One Strange Adventure already in there. I put a tractor number. You have to put a few things in there when you're first initially setting it up. And then you just hit accept. There's a fee of $12 every time you get it weighed. You pay right through the app. waiting for Waymaster authorization. Sometimes they talk to you on the speaker, sometimes they don't. Processing payment now, so this time she's not. And I've got my weight. So steer axle, 5,400 pounds, drive axle, 4,140 for a gross weight of 9,540. So now I know what the difference is between what my truck weighs by itself and what it weighs with the camper on the back. So, all done. Well, I can't tell you exactly what we're getting yet, but I can tell you I had to upgrade the head of the hitch here, and currently I have a Curt A16. I upgraded to a Curt A25, which gives it a higher towing capacity. Those legs that we bought are rated for 24,000 pounds. This is 25,000 pounds, so we can do up to 24,000 pounds with this new setup. We're going to go ahead and install this before we go to pick up the new unit. About 17 3/4. So make sure the other head fits there, comes up to that height. Yeah, you can pull this pin right here. I totally did that. What's all this mess about?
I'm trying to pack to move out again. We are getting a new rig. I know we probably already mentioned that like 6 times, but my anxiety levels are like here because I don't do well with buying new things, and I don't do well with buying things I haven't seen to know if it's worth it or not. I know deep down that this big investment is worth it because it's more space for our family. It's going to have everything we need in it, but at the same time it's a big commitment, right? So without telling you what it is we're getting, I will say that I'm a little nervous. I've contacted the dealership, made Harold email them a bunch, and he's like, I feel like a crazy person. I'm like, well then give me their phone number so I can call them, because I am not sending them a penny of the down payment until I have some answers to my questions. So they're supposed to be pulling the rig in, or they supposed to were already to pull the rig in last week, and then to make sure everything is, you know, up to par, and then they said they were pulling it in again tomorrow to look at it and make sure everything is perfect before we get there Saturday. So our goal is to leave here today right around 1 after work, because I'm currently working while he's on conference calls and the kids are doing their schoolwork. So we're planning on leaving here at 1, and then we're going to go to the Savannah South KOA for the night. Hopefully we'll be there by 5 so we can have dinner and everything. Then we are leaving like at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning to head to Ohio, and we're going to actually stop over into West Virginia. Well, we're going through West Virginia, but we're going to stop over, that's like one of our rest areas, to meet up with Jimmy and Lisa from Find Us Camping, and they are going to come with us up to Ohio to get the new rig so that they can puppy sit for us while we are switching everything over. Because, you know, how can you do that with 3 dogs? So there's a bunch of things, a bunch of moving parts going on right now, and that doesn't help with my anxieties. Of course, we also still have to work, so I'm, you know, dealing with that and trying to mitigate where the kids do their schoolwork and everything, because we typically only travel during the weekends when everybody's done working. So doing it during the weekday is a little bit more difficult. Harold took off Friday, Monday, and Tuesday so that we can get into the new rig and be able to make sure everything is right and like do a shakedown trip on it. So hopefully, keep your fingers crossed, everything works out fine, and by Saturday we will have our new rig, and my anxiety levels will be from here to like here. keep your fingers crossed.
Okay, so I'm currently on the roof of the RV. We are actually trading this in on Saturday. It's currently Tuesday. And the last thing we want is for something to happen just before we trade it in. And we're sitting inside working, and all of a sudden we hear boom! And we come running outside, and there's branches everywhere. A big branch fell from this tree above me. Thankfully, it actually hit the power line before it hit the camper. I think it would have been more damage, but it seems like the power line was still shaking when I got out here. So it seems like it actually broke the fall a little bit. So yeah, but there's no damage, thank goodness. When you go to trade something in, that's when stuff happens. But thankfully there's no damage here. We got some visitors, and we wanted to share with everybody. We are so thankful they got to stop by on their way to the next destination. And with us is Bob and Debbie from Blue Wave Odyssey.
Hello, YouTube.
I was waiting for that.
Hello.
Thank you guys so much for coming by.
Oh man, you're welcome. I had to come by and see you guys.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate you stopping by, getting some tips from the true Floridians. We're just we're here visiting, and so where are you guys headed?
From here, we're headed to, what's the name of that city?
Umatilla, just north
Umatilla.
of here.
We're going to be visiting with Caribou Dave.
We're
Awesome.
going to be at the Florida Elks Youth Camp for a few days there.
That's going to be
Which
awesome.
is empty right now, so we'll have the whole place to ourselves, I believe.
Yeah, he's doing some work on some cabins.
Yeah,
They're
he's
doing
a
some,
work camper.
Work camper, right? And we're going to go visit with him for a couple days, and then we're going to go look at some property in North Florida.
That's awesome.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So we're traveling all over Florida right now.
Enjoying the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, if you haven't heard of the channel Blue Wave Odyssey, make sure you go check them out. I have a link in the description below. Bob and Debbie, we really appreciate you guys stopping by and saying hi.
Hey,
Have
no
to.
doubt about it. Got to do it.
All right.
Thanks.
Today is moving day. We are on our way to Savannah. We're going to stay one night in Savannah, and then from Savannah, Ohio, General RV. We're pretty excited. We can't wait to, this is definitely a big adventure for us. It's different when you're moving into it versus just, finding something for like a weekend or a couple weeks here and there. But when it's going to be your home, it's a different mindset, it's a different thought process. And I know I've been a super needy customer trying to figure out all the ins and outs of this thing because we haven't seen it. We've only seen it through pictures, and the pictures weren't that great because it was right off of the interstate. As soon as that thing hit the lot, they took pictures and posted it because it was a custom order, and the guy backed out. How excited are you to be leaving right now?
Well, I'm bummed to be leaving Florida,
Yeah.
but I am anxious and excited to head to Ohio, which is stupid considering how cold it is there.
I'm also bummed that we're going to Savannah and not getting to stay and see stuff.
Everything.
It's such a pretty city.
But we should be back there this summer so we can explore a little bit more.
Well, we're really excited. Ready to go.
I say this is the last time
We're all packed up.
camping for a week in the 311
Yeah, this is like...
DHS. It's bittersweet.
Yeah, definitely. But we're excited to see what adventures the new rig brings.
I say she's been a good girl.
Yeah.
It's fancy.
Oh. We left Savannah
Savannah.
at 4:30 this morning.
We were up bright and early, got everybody out of the house, and we pulled out of the campground at 4:32.
Yep. I was so anxious, I woke up at like 2:30 and I couldn't go back to bed. So I had everybody up at 4 a.m.
I slept like a rock until he woke me up.
We are headed up to Canton, Ohio today.
I say we're almost at the South Carolina, North Carolina border.
Yep. Had to stop and get fuel,
Yep, stop to get fuel. We're
which is a regular occurrence.
about every 3 hours.
Yep. So,
We're gonna stop again in West Virginia.
yep. And then we're heading on.
Yep.
It's muddy and it's raining. It's been a great start to the morning. And we're running late.
So how do you feel about this being your last time?
It's kind of, I'm so excited. I'm anxious to see what our new rig looks like, but I'm also kind of sad that this is the last time we're in hooking. But we'll see. I mean, hopefully it's all worth it.